Good morning, good morning. Hope you guys are all doing well. Good morning, Juliana. Good morning, Justin. Good morning, Vicky. I'm feeling a lot better as I have to cough. I'm feeling a lot better. COVID did kick my butt for a couple weeks, but good morning, Aaron. We didn't do it last week. It was postponed to this week. I'm feeling a lot better, Justin. A ton better. Alright, let's just keep looking at some stocks as we go. AMD's up 1.3. Google's up $21 per share, which is nice. Yeah, COVID is a good reason not to do the live stream. Yeah, it kicked my butt. I was coughing up a lot, so I didn't want to live stream it and have you guys see that live. But I'm doing much better now, so that's a bonus. So I'm looking at the 100-day chart. Look how low the stochastic is. Last time it was this low, it was over here, and that's when it was bottoming out, and then we had a rebound, climbed back up. So I think we're gonna have a rebound here soon. SMA 20 is trying to point up a little bit, so we might see a tech sector should really start climbing here soon. BAC. Wow, Bank of America dropped pretty good. We're gonna bottom out here. We'll wait for that. Let's keep looking at others. Ooh, Amazon trying to climb right here, so that's nice. Did you guys have a good week? Feels like forever since I've live streamed. Kind of higher, so that's nice. 32.90 is the high, which it's just past it. Okay, I'm looking in between the two here, between the bid and the ask. Good morning, Aaron Smith. That's what we're trying to do. We got two Aarons in there. Alright, so looks like 32.90 and 32.92. We got about $2.50 difference between the bid and the ask right here. So 10 shares. So let's type in, looks like it's trying to jump, so 32.95. Nope, 97's on the bid side, so let's go 97 now. Nope. It's trying to pull back a little. I'm gonna wait a second. 290. Let's get 98. 32.98. We can drop back down to this green line where we have as a buy order. $33.01. If we can go back down, get us in. Good morning, Nathan. Boom, got us in. And we'll set the sell order right away at 33.01. Boom. And that's how fast we just did that. 10 shares. We were in there for, filled it at 9:38 and 32. Sold it at 9:38.43, 44. So we were in there for about 11 to 12 seconds and just made $29. So let's keep going. We'll do the weekly drawing as soon as it slows down for a second, because I think today is really important. So it'll probably be between 7:50 to 8 o'clock is when we'll be doing it. So far so good, yes. It did start up higher, but it's trying to struggle a little bit. Pretty far away from the SMA. Looks like there's good potential still though. Google just went up $50 per share. Earlier it was in the 20s. That's a nice pattern up here. It's a good pattern. Good. Okay. Let's put Google in this one. Okay. Okay, well, let's look at the spread between the bid and the ask. So the bid is at 63, ask is at 66. So we'll go to, let's see here. We'll go 6 now. So buy 10. Okay, let's go at 8. Close that, come on. Oh, wait, it didn't change it. Oops, okay, it went to the same price. Okay, well, let's try again. Okay, we're seeing a small pullback though, so we're gonna wait a second here on Google because of this red pullback. Yeah, it didn't even change the price even though I thought I did. But I had to exit out of that outer part, so it looks like right here, pointing down, it's dropping below the 80 line here. That's a good sign for like a pullback, but since it's dropped this much and the price really didn't drop too much, it's probably gonna keep going up. Okay, so let's see. It's a $4 spread right now. Let's go 58 as a buy. See if we can get us back in at 58. It's probably gonna drop right here. I think it's gonna be rebounding to go even higher today. So I'm trying to catch at the towards this bottom of a consolidation. It's a little bit higher than the bottom of the consolidation because the bottom is about 53. So I'm trying to see if I can get it at its next bottom of a consolidation, if it can rebound here. Because I'm thinking that that is the new bottom of a consolidation. Nope, okay. I'm gonna cancel. Let's try this again. Okay, 65. Nope, it just shut up. 67. Try buy at 67. Okay, so let's sell it at 68. Okay, we got that. Perfect. $71. Okay, let's sell that at 72. Did drop a little bit on us right there, but this is pointing up. Okay, let's look at Amazon in the meantime. While we're waiting for that, because they'll hit it in a second here. Let's pull them back a little bit, but that's okay. Amazon, kind of struggling here. So look at the 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart says it's still gonna go up more. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Wanna pick the 12 mark. 33.12. See if we can get in right there. Get ready to sell that. I'm gonna try to sell that at 14 when it gets there. Okay, got us. And at the 12. I'm gonna set the sell order at 14. It's pulling back a little bit right now. That's okay. A little pullback here, but it's still way above the SMA, so I'm not worried there. So we'll wait for that. Let's look at the next one. Bank of America. It's a little bit consolidating here, but overall it's 1 minute showing that it wants to climb. Good morning, Spawn 9 Cat. Alright, 15-minute chart on Bank of America shows below the SMA 5, so high chances of that to drop. Yeah, high chance of it to drop, even though it's trying to figure out what it wants to do. There. Okay. Hi, Chelsea. Oh, that's Erilyn. Hi, Erilyn. Okay, let's go to Bank of America here. Let's do 100 shares. Let's see actually a different bank real quick. HBAN. Okay. How's AMD doing? AMD doesn't look like it's moving much. It's just consolidating all day so far. Let's look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA looks better. It's consolidating a little bit right now, but it's a lot better. What's the 15-minute chart saying? That it could climb more? Nice. Okay, HBAN right here. So let's move this to HBAN. Let's do 1,000 shares. Let's buy it 27. Let's see, hold on. Let's see, their sizes of the bid and ask were small, so okay, now the ask size is smaller, so we'll buy out 1,000 shares there. So 1,000 for HBAN. And we'll sell it at 28 where it's at. Have a good day, Kenny and Chelsea. Thank you, Erlen. Okay, looks like our Amazon just sold. Perfect. And our HBAN just sold. Perfect. I'm doing a little bit less shares than I normally do today, just because the market is kind of in a weird spot. Because if you look at HBN, it's in the way oversold territory. So it could drop just a little bit more, but it's most likely going to rebound within the next few days. So looks like our Google just got out. Perfect. So we're out of all the positions that we just went in today. But HBAN, I think, is going to come back up pretty good into the mid 15s and possibly break it higher since how low it is with the stochastic. Because last time we got this low stochastic was over here back in December. We had saw it struggle for a couple weeks, and then we just saw it skyrocket. Okay, let's keep going though. Google. Google looks like it's trying to climb more. It's hitting the overbought territory again, but it stayed in it for a while as it did this climb. Okay, so let's do the drawing. Alright, so we have currently 117. Yeah, 117. Alright, so this drawing. We're gonna bring this down. So just so people see how it works. This is not a roll that we're gonna count. I'm just showing how it works. There's winner number 6, 67, 99, 39. So it's completely random for the new people. So 110, 20, 47, 14, 105, 53, 91, 98. Trying to see if we can get a really low one. There's 18, that's low. Oh, there's even a number 3. Okay. So we're gonna put this back to 0 because there is no winner for 0. So you see 0, minimum 1, minimum 117. Actually, let's put this back to 0 so that like the minimum part, so that way I feel like it could be better. Okay, so what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm not going to say people's names anymore because I've been giving out people's numbers. So I'm just gonna say if you're the winner for number 7, like let's say you're number 17, then number 17 come and take the win, you know, come claim it. So congratulations, number 17, kind of thing. If you don't know your number, please ask. I will be more than happy to give it to you. You can ask right now in the chat, or you can ask via text message, Facebook message, however you want to try to get a hold of me. Remember, you have up to 30 days to claim your winnings. If you don't claim it within 30 days, then you lose it. Simple as that. All right. So, are you guys ready? I'll put this here so I can watch Stockers talk. What is Kelly's number? Let's see here. Dun 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 dun. Does Kelly have a username on here that I don't know? Because I don't see her name. Okay, so Christiane. And remember, these numbers do not change at all, ever. Alright, so Christiane, you're number 16. Nathan, you're number 56. Yours, Chelsea, Erin, and Aaron's. Okay, so Chelsea, yours is 47, Aaron's is 48, and Erlen's is 49. Yeah, Justin, I don't see her on the list. So we need to make sure that she's on the list. So if you could have her changed to public, or send me a screenshot of hers showing that it is subscribed, then that works as well. And then I'll just add her name to the list. All right, Juliana, let me double check yours. All right, yeah, Juliana, you're number 89. Awesome. Awesome. All right, looks like Google is struggling here, so this is a good time to do the drawing. So that's probably all the tech sector that's struggling here. Let's see here on the left-hand side. AMD's back into the 108, so it dropped about $1 per share already from towards its high. So, yep. Amazon went up higher, but I don't know how safe it is right now. We'll have to check it. Where is my number and Cassie's? Let's see here. Alright, so Aaron. Alright, so Aaron, yours is number 55. Let me look up Cassie's. She's number 84. Alright, I think it is time. Again, if you have questions about your number, please reach out to me. I'll be happy to give it to you. But this next time that I'm hitting generate and the number will pop up right here, that will give us today's winner. So here we go. Number 102. Congratulations, number 102. You are today's winner. Okay. Now, let's see here. Alright, so last week we didn't pick a winner either. So the next roll will be last week's winner. So here we go. Number 46. So congratulations, number 46. You are last week's number. Alright, congratulations, guys. Let me put down the dates I have for people. hit like on the video, please. Yeah, that'd be awesome if you guys could hit like. That'd be awesome. It helps me out a lot. Alright, closing the generator. Let's focus a little bit more on trading now. Okay, it looks like it kind of tried to bottom out here. It looks like it's trying to rebound from the low of the stochastic on the 1 minute, 15 minutes. Still kind of consolidating here. 10 minute. Amazon is doing good. Trying to see if I can get Amazon at a good price. Showing signs of a struggle possibly here. Nope, it looks like it wants to try to keep going. Okay, let's get in at 34. Okay. Try to sell it at 35. Okay, now we got that set up. We'll come back to it. Google. That looks nice now. Okay, so let's go for 2866. See if that can get us in. 2867. No, I want to sell it at 67. No, I think we can get 2868 instead. Boom. Perfect. Tesla's looking like it's hitting 1100 again. Let's pull up Tesla stock. Tesla stock is doing amazing. Okay, let's pull it up here. Tesla, we'll do, let's say 50 shares. Okay, a little struggle on this one. We'll pull back right here. We're gonna wait a minute. Yes, Keithan, it's been a great day for trading. We're in and out pretty quickly. We're not doing too many shares. Like, look at this rise right here. Going up, going in up here has a higher chance of a pullback. So we really, what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to get in out before it does the pullback. If I do get stuck in the pullback, I'll just hold it, and then as soon as it's done dropping, I'll buy some more. Looks like a little climb right here. Let's try to rebound up here, so that's good. Okay. I don't think it will drop below 1100 again. Might, but it might not. Let's buy it at 1102. Possibly, I'm waiting. Okay, I'm gonna set up a buy order 50 shares. We got it. Okay. I just sell that at the 50 mark. Went for half of $1 on this one. We'll pull back here, but that's okay. Wants to climb here, so I'm not too worried about it. Do you think Tesla will go back down soon based off the 100-day? Let's see. No, I don't know if it will. Because they're looking to do a stock split here soon, so I don't know if they actually will drop in price except for the stock split. But then your price is adjusted too if you're in it. So I think like Tesla, if it doesn't do a split, it could easily hit, I think, like 1600 by the end of this year. That's my personal view. Okay, well, we got 2 positions in. We'll hold on to them. Let's go to Google. Looks like Google is trying to consolidate and staying here. Okay, we'll go back to a different one. HBAN. Yeah, they're planning on doing it again here soon, Vicky. Alright, let's have some fun with HBAN. So I'm gonna put 100 shares. And let's see, the bottom of today is 1414. Yeah, 1414. Alright, so let's have some fun. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the bottom of the today. I'm gonna set up a bunch of buy orders. So 14. Now there's 15. We'll keep going up. We're only doing it with 100 shares. So you're gonna see green lines on the chart for HBAN. Just continuously growing. Filling up the chart. Notice how on the box right here has the term GTC, so good till cancel. So these orders will stay here until I cancel them, up to 60 days. It's 100 shares on them. We're gonna go all the way up to where it's at currently. As soon as it gets one of ours in, then we stop buying. Well, stop placing the orders. Scaling right now. Yep. So 38. We're almost there. There's 39. There's 40. So 40 just bought us. Perfect. So remember, good till cancel. I'll hit sell. Now it's gonna see a red line here. Let's see if I can get us in on any others. Okay, looks like our Tesla just executed. Perfect, we got some more money. Okay, and it looks like it sold our H band at the 41 as well. So we'll continue buying again. Till it goes. So the reason why I feel comfortable doing this and holding positions of H band if it were to drop on me is cancel that buy order. I was doing at 44 because it just bought at 43. Mainly because it's at a very low price on the 100-day chart. So the chances of it going up, like I said earlier, are pretty high, and I think it's going to go in the mid 15s to maybe even 16 within the next couple of weeks. So it just bought at 42, so sell at 43. Okay, just sold, so we'll buy it again. Sell order at 55. Alright, while this is figuring it out, we'll get alerts when it goes through. So let's go back to Tesla and check out what's going on there since we're out of that now. Looks like it's starting to drop here. Wants to drop. Okay, just went through. Looks like our 45 just sold. So buy at 44. Buy at 45. And we'll buy at 46. And we'll sell at 47. Okay, looks like 45 bought as well, so we'll sell those. 46. 44 bought, so we're gonna do that. Sell at 45 on those. Perfect. Okay, so let's see here. How's Bank of America doing? Bank of America wants to try to climb. So let's do Bank of America here. Okay, we just went through. So 45 just sold. So we'll hit buy again at 44. Okay, so Bank of America shooting up though. Okay, I want to buy more than 10 shares. Let's buy 1,000 shares of Bank of America at 40.95. I don't think it's going to do 95. I think 96 will be the play. But hold on, it's pulling back here, so we're gonna wait. So alright, so selling at 45 because it just bought at 44. Okay, it just bought 43, so we're gonna sell at 44. Let me show you guys how this looks now. On the chart, you're gonna start seeing red lines instead coming in. So it just bought 42. So those specific shares, I'm selling those at 43. It just sold those at 43, so I'm gonna buy here at 42 again. So by presetting all these buy orders, it takes away half of the work for as the market's going, because I can just adjust as it goes. Okay, so it just sold 44, so I'll buy 43. So it just sold 45. It just sold 46. Perfect. So alright, so how many more sellers we got? So we got one seller of 47. So if I go right here and only click on HBAN, we'll only see HBAN on the list here. So 47 is where our sell order is. Let's say I want to cancel all HBAN, so I'm going to put HBAN here, cancel all HBAN. So now you're going to see all that work right here disappear and take it off this list. We'll put it back to 47 to sell those last ones. Boom, it just sold. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go do 1,000 shares. Try to make a little bit more. So 48. So now you guys saw how it works with 100 shares. So now I do it with more shares. 47. Sell those shares at 48. We'll set up a buy order at 46. 45. 44. 43. 42. 41. And 40. Okay, so next buy order, so in between here is 46, 48. So my price right here is at 47. It just sold 48. So I'm gonna hit buy at 47 again. Now you're gonna see this, instead of going up by $1, you're gonna see it go up by $10. We do have a sell order at 49, but it's just right above, as you can see right there. It's hitting the ask right here at 49. It's about to get us out. Boom, we are out. Okay, so we'll hit 48 with a buy. We'll go 49 with a buy. 50 with a buy. 51 with a buy. And 52 with a buy. And we'll hit the sell order at 53. Yeah, it works really nice. Okay, so it just bought us at the 51, as you can see. So now we're gonna sell it at 52. And then we'll put this back to 51. So what I do, Justin, is, you know, when I first started this, I started with doing it with like 2 shares, then 5 shares, then 10 shares, and then 50 shares, and then 100 shares, and then 200 shares, then 500 shares, and then 1,000 shares. So, and eventually I was doing this with about 30 to 40,000 shares at a time. Every one of these would have been 30 to 40,000 shares. So that's what I end up doing. Okay, it looks like it just bought us at the 50. So I'm gonna hit sell at 51. Yeah, because it doesn't matter how many shares you use, the strategy still works. So the more shares you do, the more you make. But I do it with smaller amounts. I do it with smaller amounts so that way people can see it doesn't, you don't need to have as much money to be able to do this. Like it works. I have it all for GTC terms, so it gets to cancel, so it goes for 60 days. So if it doesn't sell today, it has 60 days to sell before I reset it up for the exact same price. Thanks, Steve. So like with 100 shares, every time it triggers, you make $1. With 1,000 shares, every time it triggers, you make $10. With 30,000 shares, you make, $3,000 every penny, every trigger. So it just sold at 50. So we'll buy at 49. So the goal is to try to do at least minimum 30 to 60 trades um, per hour, right? So 49 just bought. So I'm selling it at 50. And I'm just doing it right now because it's live. I'm just doing it on one stock. If when I'm not live streaming, I do this on many at the same time. I'll do it on HBAN. I'll do it on Bank of America. I'll do it on even AMD. I'll do it on a bunch of stocks. So 49. Do I care if the market crashes though during this? No, I don't care if the market crashes because worst case scenario it drops. Well, you don't use all your money as you're doing this. So as long as you're able to keep buying, then you're able to keep going. You don't actually lose until you sell. So even if HBAN dropped all the way down to about $8 or $9 instead of the 14 where it's at, it's perfectly okay because I'm still doing the same thing, still locking it in. There'll be many times where I buy it at 43, sell it at 44. So I'm getting a big movement all the time. Lots of triggers. As you can see here, it sold, let's say at 44, it sold one, two times, but I bought it three times at 44 and I sold it three times already at 45. So that's three times within that 1 penny movement. And I could easily cancel all the buy orders at the end of the day in case I don't want to hold those buy orders for the next day. Now here's the beautiful part. Let's say I was buying it at 50, 14.50, and today it didn't sell. Tomorrow the market opens up at 14.60. Well, since it's a limit order, it's going to try to sell it at the 60 instead of like 51 because that's where it's at. Limit order always goes for the best of for your interest or better. So you can make a lot more out of it at that point. Okay, looks like it just sold 52. So we're gonna buy at 51. It just sold 53. So we're just gonna buy it at 52. And then we'll buy some at 53 as well, because it looks like it wants to try to climb. If the numbers start reducing here at 54, I'm going to hurry and buy at 54 too. But we'll see. Yep, 54 bought. Let's sell that at 55. Not sure why it keeps doing that, but okay, 50. So I bought at 52 and 53. So I'll set up a sell order for 54 on the shares that I bought at 53. And then the shares that I bought at 52, I will set a sell order for them at 53. Alright, looks like 53 just sold. As you can see, with today's realized gain on the top, it's climbing a lot quicker. Even though it's only 1,000 shares, it's going quick. Alright, so 52 just bought, so we'll just sell it at 53. Looks like it's already at 53 here, so we should be able to get out of that pretty quickly. Boom. Alright, then we'll set up a rebuy again at 52. So you can see here I've bought it already 3 times at 52 and sold it already 3 times at 53. Alright, so I just bought at 52. We'll sell it at 53. So just bought at 51. So we'll just sell it at 52 on those. Does this make sense to you, Steve? So exciting to see it rise. I can only imagine after the stream is over and you start trading a bunch more, it would rise much faster. It does, yes, because right now on my other screen I have you guys that I'm looking at. I'm trying to answer questions whenever I can. So I'm only doing one stock at a time right now. But when I do it off stream, I have a preset like this with a lot of different stocks. So right now, every one of these lines that you see right here, each one is $14,500 basically. Each one of those. This does make sense. My biggest concern would be if you get caught at the top and there's a gap down the next day. I'm not too worried about it if there's a gap down on the next day, just because I have it for good till cancel for the next for 60 days. It sets it. What was my alert? Oh, so let me see here first, real quick. Hold on. So I bought it for 49. Okay, so we don't have a seller at 51. Okay, so we should be good. We don't have a buy order at 50, that's what it is. Okay, just sold 52. So I'm not worried about if it's a gap down the next day, because the goal is not to use too much money, too much of your money. If you're using like 1% of your money for each trigger, then you have a full dollar movement available on HBAN. The reason why I can do it right now on HBAN and not be worried about a gap down for the next day too much, I mean, it could still happen, right? Because nothing is impossible. But the reason why I'm not too worried about it is if I look at the 100-day chart, my indicator says that it was already at a super low point, and that the stochastic is ready to move back up. So I'm trading it now as it's gonna be rising so I can get out of it. As soon as my indicator says on the day of that it's gonna start dropping, then I wait with it until it's done dropping, and then I'll do it again. So it's not like I just do it as it's dropping right off the bat. I wait till it gets to a low point, and then I'll start doing it again. Alright, just sold 55, which was our top one. And we'll watch the indicators as well as the day is going. So and also, let's say you have a bunch of buy orders. Um, let's say right here, it's staying right today around 1450s. Exactly, Steve. So I'm confident that, like you said, the probabilities is in my favor that those orders will be filled eventually, and that's exactly what it is. The beautiful part about this is, let's say you are stuck and there is a gap, and you are holding it for a month or two. Okay. Worst case scenario, let's say you're holding it for 2 months. Well, the beautiful part is that HBAN, and I only really like to do this with dividend stocks. I do it on some other stocks like AMD as well because it has high movement. But I do my strategy a little bit different on AMD than I do here. So with AMD, I go for I'll buy like one share only, which seems weird because it's only one share. But I'll buy one share and I'll set that sell order $5 higher exactly from where I bought it. So if I bought it at uh, let's say AMD at 108.50, then that one share I'm selling it at 113.50. Let's say I bought it at 108.44. Then that one share I'm selling it at 113.44. So it's a $5 difference there. Um, on HBAN, it's different because I'm doing a little bit more shares. But the beautiful part is, let's say again, if I'm holding it for 2 months, HBAN is paying out a dividend. So they pay out 15.5 cents per share that you're holding. So even if I'm stuck long term, knowing that it will eventually trigger to sell, I'm still getting a dividend payout on top of it. Okay, bought 42, so let's sell at 43. So it's kind of like a safety net in that end. Hello, Musa. And any orders of buy orders that didn't trigger, I could just cancel at the end of the day. But if it is live, for good to cancel for the next 60 days with my buy orders, and the next day it gaps down, then it won't buy in between the gap. It will buy it when it opened at the difference of the gap because it's still trying to buy at the best price for me. So if I have a buy order at 14.50, but tomorrow it opens up at 14.30, it's going to buy the 14.30 instead. That's a really good point about dividends. Yes, thank you. I like how you capitalize on all the micro moves with this method. Yes, exactly. That's the biggest point of about this is there's so much there's so many different strategies that you could do when it comes to stock trading, but if you are doing certain strategies, that means you are missing out on certain plays. So if you're long-term investing, so you buy and hold it for a while, then you're missing out on all the dips that you could be buying. But this way, you're buying it as it goes. So it doesn't matter how high it goes, how low it goes. You're going for, the micro movements all the time. I have done days where I have done literally over 1,000 trades off of of like, for example, 14.50 and sold it at 14.51. I've done like 1,000 trades some days on that exact one. Okay, it just sold at 53. Partly looks like, yeah, partly it's selling. So get ready to buy at 52. This strategy though as well, Steve. The beautiful part is I don't really care about like what happens with the news, if like what news comes out, because I know with my strategy it takes a lot of the emotions out of trading. If you bought at 51, you need to sell it at 52. If you know you sold it at 53, you need to reset up your buy order at 52. So it takes a lot of the emotions out. Alright, so it just bought at 51. So let's see if it can let us set up a sell order at 52, which it should. There we go. I was worried about it because the 53 was a partial right here. Alright, just bought at 49. So it looks like it's starting to drop a little bit while it's in the 20 in the oversold territory. So I am perfectly okay with this. I still have such a long way before I understand this stuff, but it's really helpful to see and hear you talk about it as you trade. Thanks for doing this. Yeah, this is really interesting. Thank you. Thank you both. Just sold my 50, so I'll rebuy it at 49. Just sold 51. Looks like it's trying to climb because it's rebounding off of the oversold. So we'll reset up at the 50. I'm only gonna stream until 8:45 today, guys, because I would like to use my full of everything and try to make a lot more. So 50 bought, so I'm gonna sell at 51. going to do an event or video, beginners, investors. It is really interesting what you do. Thanks. That's a great question. I know that it's been brought up between Kiefer and I, to be able to talk to a lot of other people at once, like hold a big conference meeting so people can come in and watch it live, like in person, rather do over YouTube, um, and be able to ask me directly one-on-one questions as a group question, so you can see other people, hear other people's questions as I explain everything as we go. So it looks like I just bought my 48, selling that at 49. So hopefully that will be something in the near future, or future, where we're doing that. I would like to, because that'd be a lot of fun. So you're trading 1,000 shares for a penny movement, which is $10 a trade, correct? Yes. How do you decide when to trade more shares? So I started off with trading 100 shares today, just to kind of show everybody that you don't need too much money to be able to do this strategy. You need at least to be able to do as many trades as possible, so you want at least $25,000 in the account. Um, and then if you're doing this strategy, like to get your feet wet, what I do is I start off with a lower amount of shares. As your capital grows on the account, then you can grow the amount of shares. Your strategy doesn't really change with this, but you can change the amount of shares you're always doing, right? At certain points, you don't want to do too many shares though, because, for example, there's a total of 2.3 million shares that have been traded today, and let's see how many shares of those are mine. Let me log in real quick online where I can see that. Okay, so let's do this. So you can see right here, I have traded a total of 18,789 shares already with just HBAN today. So out of 2.3 million, I'm 18,700 of that. So you never want to do too much, because you want to make sure you're always doing enough volume of a share, so that way it's easy to get in and out when it hits those targets. So like right now, I'm doing 1,000 shares. The volume is kind of low. It's 2.3. Once it starts growing a little bit more, then I could raise the amount of shares that I'm doing. If you're doing a lot of different stocks at the same time, you don't want to do too many shares per stock, right? So if you're doing it in the bank sector like HBN, or if you're doing it at the same time with the tech sector with AMD, don't use too much of your capital. So it really doesn't matter about how much shares you're doing until you have the capital to grow it. So start increasing it that way. Throughout the day, it's completely up to you when you want to do more shares. If you do have the capital, right now I'm doing 1,000 shares. Off stream, I'll probably do about 3,000 to 4,000 shares, and then as I'm doing other shares, other stocks. Just bought at 47, so sell at 48. Alright, so what I am going to do, because I do want to start trading other stocks as well, because $337 is a lot of money for the first hour and 17 minutes of the stock market open, but usually I'm a little bit higher than that by now. So I'd like to go and catch up a little bit more. So I will talk to you guys later. The next live stream will be next week. Next week, Monday. So I'll see you guys all then. Thanks for coming in.